Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and I am juggling between having to go to work and doing videos, so I took the weekend off. Plus, the last video I asked you guys to vote for what the next topic would be. I didn't get a single vote, so that means I get to pick. And which also means I'm going to end the catch-up series, and I'm just going to say we're caught up. So I'm going to talk about a current topic. I'm going to talk about World of Warcraft Classic. World of Warcraft Classic, it appears, is headed for doing servers for the first expansion of Classic, which was the Burning Crusade. I say this because there has been a survey that has been sent out to a number of people asking them how they would want to enjoy that content, how they would want that content presented to them, which way they would want to level their characters. Would they want to just copy their character that they have now in Classic over to a Burning Crusade server? Would they want to start from scratch? Would they want to just roll a level 58, etc.? So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts on Classic real quick and on the idea of the Burning Crusade server. So if you're not a World of Warcraft fan, this isn't a video for you, but hopefully those of you that have enjoyed Classic will enjoy this video. So, my thoughts on Classic. I thoroughly enjoy Classic World of Warcraft. My main, I rolled a rogue, and I enjoy brewing my own poisons, and having to level up lockpicking, and doing all those things and being able to spam, opening lock boxes, and getting tips for opening lock boxes and stuff like that, and being able to get to places that most other classes can't get to because I have stealth, and things are much more difficult in Classic than they are in the modern WoW. So that's just an example, using Rogue as an example. And the fact that crafting professions make a difference in Classic, as opposed to modern WoW, where they don't do anything. So I have been enjoying it immensely. Now, the Burning Crusade, I think that it is just logical that they go with Burning Crusade servers, because the game was only made better with Burning Crusade, and the game was only made better with Wrath of the Lich King, the expansion after that. And then they should stop. Wrath of the Lich King was the pinnacle of the game, and then they went Cataclysm, and everything just literally fell apart. And I mean, there was good parts of other expansions and things like that, but for the most part, if they were to go through Wrath of the Lich King and then just leave it, I think that would be perfect. Now, they could always add new content, what they would like, that people are calling WoW Classic Plus, where they actually write and create new content to add to the game, to the Classic game. So they could do Burning Crusade and then Wrath of the Lich King, and then maybe do some plus content and take it a different direction. That would be fine too, as long as they keep the original mechanics of Classic the way they were and everything. So, because the Burning Crusade, they added another profession. They added jewel crafting, and they added socketed items, which added another level of depth to the game, as far as gear went, for crafters and being able to customize gear and things like that. It was very nice. And then Wrath of the Lich King, they added Inscription, which was a scribe who could make glyphs, which was another adding depth to the game. And that was the best part. That was the best time for the game, was Wrath of the Lich King. So yes, I think they should do a Burning Crusade servers without question. The world of Outland was very well done. The different zones you had, and I'm not getting a clear picture on any of them right now, on the names of them, but you had I wish I could think of it right now. Anyway, you had several different styles of terrain and atmosphere that were fantastic. You had, getting into the crafting part of it, I almost forgot, you had specializations for tailoring. If I didn't do tailoring, but I believe there was like different types of spell thread that could be used to make different types of gear, and so there was a specialization, just like in Classic, you have specializations for blacksmith and leatherworking. They added it for Burning Crusade. So you had, and then I'm trying to remember, you ended up having also specializations, I think maybe for alchemy, because I think that's when they brought in like Potion Master, Elixir Master, and Transmute Master. So that's another level of complexity they added to the game there. So I hope that they do. It looks like it would be foolish for them not to, because Classic has been a success. So somebody was saying that like they believe like maybe 60% of the memberships, people that are subscribed right now to WoW, are only subscribed because they play Classic, not the current modern game. So one of my most active followers, she commented on another video, I believe it was, or maybe she direct messaged me, I can't remember, but she was talking about the fact that she can't believe that they've never added true player housing to World of Warcraft, which is baffling. I mean, because that is one of the systems that people really enjoy in modern MMOs. You have Elder Scrolls Online, which has good player housing. You have Final Fantasy 14, and they have fantastic housing systems. So that's something else that they could do. They could do, Burning Crusade servers, then they could do Wrath of the Lich King servers, and then with the Classic Plus content, then they could add in true player housing. That would be fantastic. If that's the route, if that's the progression, that would be fantastic. So, yeah, to wrap this up, I think it's a no-brainer for Blizzard to do this. I think the players want it. It's just a matter of how they're going to present it and how they're going to, what the path going forward will be. There's got to be some kind of path going forward. So, I'm going to try this again. So, we're doing away with the catch-up series. Let's just consider we're caught up. We can talk about, there's a couple other things I do want to talk about. I do want to talk about the Doctor Who, the final season, or not the final, the last season of Doctor Who and all of its intricacies. I do want to talk about our D&D campaign back here. So, and then I do want to talk about Dark Tower, the board game. So, if any of those topics interest you, if none of them interest you, just say that. Vote none. Something different. Say, talk about it, something completely different. And I'll figure out another topic from there. And I think that'll do it. Everybody stay safe. Wash your hands, social distancing, do all that good stuff. All right, guys? And we'll catch you on the flip side.